Greetings, fellow detectives, and welcome to Boiler Room Detective. The Case of the Rainy Day Boiler. Late Friday afternoon, the maintenance person called and said all three boilers were in flame failure lockout. He pressed the reset button and they failed again. I taught him to press the reset button only once before calling. Is the water heater running? I asked, and he said it was. The traffic to the building was horrible because of the powerful thunderstorm. On the way to the job site, I wondered what would cause the issue. Industry icon Dan Holohan says you should not try troubleshooting a service issue on the way to the job site as it could lead you in the wrong direction. But I couldn't help myself. Sorry, Dan. It had to be something in common with all three boilers, either gas or electric. Since there was power, I was leaning toward the gas. But the water heater was working, and that required gas. The rain stopped on the way to the building, and I parked and entered the boiler room. Inside, I installed a digital readout for the flame safeguard. The error code read main flame ignition failure, which meant that it failed as the main gas valve opened. I moved the digital display to the second and third boilers, and they had the same error code. My next step was to install a manometer on the gas pipe feeding the boilers. The gas pressure was within the acceptable range of 6 to 14 inches water column. After pressing the reset button on the flame safeguard, I watched the manometer readings. If there is a blockage or restriction in the gas pipe feeding the boiler, the gas pressure will drop quickly. It didn't happen in this case. The pressure dropped slightly but didn't trip the flame safeguard. The boiler operated. I cycled the other two boilers and they all fired. Rubbing my chin, I looked at the boilers and thought perhaps it was the gas drain vent to the outside. I disconnected the vent pipes and blew through them. They were open and had no blockage. After connecting the vents again, I cycled the boilers several times. The boilers ran perfect, and they didn't have any flame failures for another 2 weeks. During another thunderstorm, the boilers all tripped and would not restart. I was close and stopped by. The first thing I did was to connect the manometer. The pressure reading was good until the first boiler started. The gas pressure dropped and it tripped the flame safeguard. I repeated the process on the other two with the same result. I told the owner it had to be the gas company issue, and he called them. I waited until the gas company arrived, explained what I found, and they tested the gas meter. They brought a new meter and disconnected the old one. The old one was filled with water. This prompted the entire street to be dug up and the gas pipe replaced. The main gas pipe in the street was leaking. When it rained hard, the gas pipe filled with water and starved the boilers of gas. My customer was out without heat for a few hours, but the anomaly never happened again. If you would like to contact me, my contact information is here. In addition, I have my two websites. The Brewing with Steam site has monthly blog posts on steam systems for breweries and distilleries. I have written 11 books on boilers, and they are available on Amazon. In addition, you could find some of my writings in these fine publications. Thanks for stopping by Boiler Room Detective, and I hope to see you on the next case.